organize a webinar on funding support for early stage of entrepreneurship. On this occasion, I would like to introduce Deepika Madam to introduce our resource person in details.
Good morning to all. Honorable Chief and Head of Department MBA Dr. B. Madhusudan Reddy, Girl Principal Sir Dr. S. Srinath Reddy, Dean Sir Dr. Sanjeev Srivastava, staff members and all the students present here. I welcome you all to the session on funding support for early stage of entrepreneurship. My name is Deepika Linganabaina, Assistant Professor in Department of Management Studies, also a co-coordinator of IPS. I feel extremely honored to introduce the chief guest, Dr. B. Madhusudan Reddy is currently working as Head and Professor in Finance of the Department of Management Studies at Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. Dr. Reddy pursued his doctoral program in accounting and finance from Kakatiya University, Warangal, Telangana. He has 30 years of teaching and administration experience as the teaching faculty and the principal in various colleges in Telangana state. His contributions in the field of teaching are significant to the potential managers for managerial positions in various industries. He was awarded gold medal in Master of Philosophy program from Kakatiya University and also honored Lifetime Achievement Award by Nobel Research Academy in ISO 9001 and a registered enterprise under the Government of India for the academic year 2021 to 22. He has published papers in various national and international journals. He has also participated and presented research papers in national and international conferences. I guarantee that this session will be productive and worth your precious time. I'm sure you will be enriched by this webinar. Now, welcome Dr. B. Madhusudan Reddy Garu. Please hand over the session. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Deepika, for introducing me to this audience.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning also everyone, and so warm welcome to this session. Visible my screen?
Madam. Okay, madam.
Is my screen visible?
Okay, better, sir.
Sir.
Is my screen visible?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir. Okay. Okay, sir. Right. అవుతారు మేడం, చాలా అవుతారు. ఎంబీఏ పిల్లలకి అయిపోయింది. ఎంబీఏ పిల్లలకి ఒకసారి రాజలక్ష్మి మెడికల్
Once again, good morning to all the students and so faculty.
అయిపోయిన వాళ్ళని.
And so welcome to this session. Today, so actually, so the topic is funding support for early stage of entrepreneurship. This is the main topic. But so before going to enter into this topic, so let us have an idea so regarding some important. Before going to enter into this topic, so let us have an idea so regarding some important aspects like entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, and so startup. Nowadays, you see the words entrepreneurship, and startup are the buzzwords. Why? Because entrepreneurship is an important aspect which plays an important role in the development of also every economy. Right? See, let us first discuss what entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. The word entrepreneur is derived from the French word entrepreneur. Entrepreneur means to undertake, to be committed to do something. See, entrepreneurs have to generate some new ideas, unique ideas, and also they create some innovative things, and so they will establish new businesses. And most important aspect is they have to also bear the risk. Risk means a condition which is unknown. Every business involves risk, as you know. And also, at the every year at the end of this financial year, so they will find some profit or loss. Profits they can be enjoyed by the entrepreneurs as well as if there are some losses, they have to be so suffer. Yes. Let us discuss some characteristics of the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur is this boss. Boss for is the business. He has to bear certain amount of risk which is involved in the business. He is a person who starts this business. He is a resourceful guy. He has to supply various types of resources like money, machinery, material, manpower, and also management. These are five are required for every business, irrespective of its nature and its type. Money, machinery, material, manpower, and also management. So the entrepreneur has to supply these resources to his business. All the entrepreneurs may not have all the abundant resources with him. Entrepreneurs have to acquire from various sources in the market. And also he
అన్న
is the owner.
అన్న పిల్లలు ఒకసారి ఇన్ఫార్మ్
He is the
చేయరా?
boss and owner. Boss means
కాలే
person who
కొద్దిమంది
manages
అయిందంతే,
business,
28 అయిందంతే.
who takes these decisions
ఒక్క నిమిషం.
as and when so it is required. The owner is so one, so invest the money, so enjoy the profits.
కావాలి
These are
మేడం.
the important characteristics of entrepreneur for every business. Risk taker, yes. Starter, resources supplier, and owner, and is a enterprise. So there is enterprise which is an organization or a business or a concern or a unit. If we the word enterprise is an acronym, that can be enlarged so like it means energy, need to achieve, task-oriented, empathy, resourcefulness, planning, risk-taking, innovation, skills, endurance. See, every business has to have all these aspects. Energy means some power is required. Some efforts have to be put into the business project. Need to achieve. Okay, something has to be so achieved in this business. Task oriented, there are so n number of tasks which have to be so carried out. Empathy towards the employees, human beings, persons who are working in the business. Sympathy, empathy with sympathy. Resourcefulness is applied. Plannings have to be so made. Okay, the action planning, the process of deciding so what is to be carried out so in the future. Yes, every moment for everything appropriate so plan has to be so made. Risk, yes, risk has to be borne by the entrepreneur in the enterprise. Innovative ideas, okay, the process of transforming unique idea into the goods and services. That is innovation. Innovation has to be done so then only the business firm will survive. You know, skills at various levels in the business. Every person has to have certain types of skills. Skills are required. Endurance. Endurance means continuity. See, every business has indefinite also life period. So we are not certain, so we don't expect how long so we can so run our business. Yes, we can run our business as long as so we earn so profits. So every business is established for the purpose of continuing for a indefinite period. So this is so these are the important activities which are carried out. Yes, there is entrepreneur and it's entrepreneur. Which entrepreneur? It's according to the Cantilla, a person, entrepreneur is a person who buys factors of production Factors of production is just also I told you. Money, machinery, material, manpower, so management techniques. At a certain prices, in order to combine them into a product with a view to sell them at uncertain so prices. Yes, every entrepreneur is supposed to get all these resources at certain prices. Certain fixed amount has to be so paid to these resources. So certain amount is paid to this loan, interest on loans. Yes, see, employees have to be so paid so wages and so salaries. Okay, fixed rent is to be paid and so buildings. So likewise, for every resource, certain fixed cost is to be paid. But whereas, so as and when so finished goods are goods come out from this factory, such finished goods cannot be sold in the market at a certain price, at a expected price. The price may be uncertain. For example, if you consider so farmer has to pay certain so fixed price for
Okay,
labels,
ma'am.
pesticides, fertilizers, and equipment, agricultural equipment, and so on. But whenever so crop comes out, okay, so when paddy comes, see the farmer is not in a position to sell such a paddy in the market at a certain price. The price may be fluctuating. The rate may be so fluctuating. Sometimes the farmers have to be dependent on this government for their minimum support price. See, this is for every business, not only for agriculture sector, for every business. Yes, entrepreneur has to pay fixed cost, fixed rate of price, and is not in a position to sell his goods at a certain price. What is the entrepreneurship? Okay, it is a process of creating something new and assuming this risk and so reward. Creating something new, creating some unique goods and so services, establishing a new business, and also assuming that the risk and so reward. Yes, in every business, these are the two important characteristics for every business as we discussed at the outset. Risk and reward. See, without risk, it is not called as a business. Risk is a born. Risk is a taken for the purpose of getting so reward. Okay, so this, and yes. See, now let us get into another topic. Startup. What is a startup? Nowadays we are so listening. So this word everywhere. Startup, startup, startup. Startup means a new company established. Startup is a young company that has been founded for the purpose of so producing unique goods and services and to market such goods. So this is the thing. See, what are the characteristics of these startup? Okay. See, the startup is it is registered or incorporated not prior to so period of also 7 years. Okay. The company which has 7 years life. Incorporated as either as a private limited company or so registered as a LLP. The business may be registered as a private limited company or a public limited as a company or LLP means a limited liability partnership. Limited liability partnership. This is a form of other form of organization. So where the one's liability is limited to the extent of the amount invested by such a partnership. Okay, there are, of course, there are so different so types of organizations. The entrepreneurs can choose the type of so this is suitable to the business. With an annual turnover so not exceeding so 25 crores. And this entity, this business organization should not have been so formed by so splitting up or reconstructing this existing business. Okay, if the existing business is split into some parts. Such a part is not so regarded as a startup. Okay, working towards innovation. Yes, the startup should work towards innovating some new goods and services, developing the such a good, improving them, and or if it is a scalable business model, so with a high potential of employment generation. these are the important characteristics regarding a startup. Okay. Yes, here, suppose if you want to start a business, a startup, there are certain points which reflect. Before starting such a business, you have to have an idea. See, starting a business is a big undertaking. Yes, it is a big commitment. That a commitment so requires energy, time, resources. You have to so put up so your resource, your efforts. You have to spare your time. In the business, sometimes you have to so work 25/7. Every time, so you have to be so available to take, to manage, to take so appropriate so decisions. And also resources, various resources are also to be so put into the business process. So this is main aspect of our commitment of the business. And key questions say about you, about yourself. See, you have to question if you want to start a new business, you have to question yourself. Why I am doing this business? Why I am going to start a new business for making money? Or is it my passion to do the business? Or to improve my lifestyle, to change my lifestyle? Or by creating generating so new idea and so creating so unique so goods and services and to change the world. And also you have to question how long do you want to do this business? How long do you want to be? Do you want to be so committed so towards doing your business activities? And also, what level of risk you want to accept, you want to bear? The volume of profits generally so depends upon the volume of risk you want to take. If you take more risk, the profits will be more, and so vice versa. So all the entrepreneurs who cannot take much risk. Some people will take aggressive risk. They take decisions aggressively. They will take much. Yes. At the same time, bearing risk is a double-edged sword. See? There may be losses, may also be some profits. The business is favorable, there will be so more losses. If it is unfavorable, so there will be much losses. And also, you have to question about your business, which you are going to start. You have to be honest while producing the goods and services and so marketing them. And also, you have to have an idea. Do the customers want your product before starting a business? If you want to supply a product, or if you want to render a service, yes, you have to have an idea. Before starting a business, you have to carry out a market survey. So whether your idea is required by these people or not. Do you have this competence to build this product and this team? Do you have this capacity, ability to build this product? See, entrepreneur himself cannot do. So he needs certain people, certain quality people, certain personnel, qualified personnel. Can you get them? Do you have that kind of capacity? Can you monetize this product and services? Can you monetize? Monetize means can you convert your goods and services into revenue, into currency, into money? How competition exists in the industry? Competition means the degree of business organizations which exist in the industry. So what is the level of competition in the industry? Yes, you have to have an idea. If there is a cutthroat competition, for instance, It means the existing firms are okay surviving in the industry yet so where average revenue is just equal to the average cost. In such a case, in such a condition, the existing firms may earn very nominal profits. So sometimes there may not be so profit. In order to survive in the industry, they may sell their goods at a price which is just equal to the cost. Yes, here we have to have an idea regarding the competition. How many firms are in the industry? Whether we will be successful because we are entering into the industry as a new entrant, new person. When we enter into them, yes, whether we will be successful, whether we compete with the organizations which have been already in the industry and which are already so strong, and how big can the overall market become? What will be the future of your future of this market? How can you sustain your customers? So how can you expect about the demand for your goods and services in the future? See, these are the questions. See, questions about yourself, questions about also. See, there are certain challenges. Challenges being faced by uh, startups or entrepreneurs. The foremost challenge is financing a startup. Yes, every business needs a finance, as you know. Finance is the lifeblood for every business organization. Getting finance is not easy for a startup because it is a new business organization. Generally, so people don't believe. See, investors don't believe your organization. So, in the initial stage, financing a startup is a challenge. Attracting the prospective investors is a challenge. Generally, there are of course there are certain financial institutions in the country. There are also banks and financial institutions and say industrial development also banks are there. They will provide of course finances, but they may hesitate, they may also reluctant to provide funds to those organizations which have been so lately established, recently established, right? They don't believe. So, and also, yes, getting a suitable candidates for your business, employees at various levels in the organization, at a rank and file, at the bottom level, from laborers to CEO. There are so different layers. For every layer, for every level, you have to get certain so qualified people. Yes, for a startup, getting such a qualified people is a question. It is a challenge. Why? Because the founder, the entrepreneur, uh, may be unable to pay remuneration to such a so qualified so people, and also intense competition. And there may be a chance of failure in a startup. As far as Indian statistics are so concerned, almost 95% of startups are so failing. Just very least percentage of new companies are so becoming a successful so company. Okay, there is a chance of failure. There is a more chance of a failure, and creating brand in the market is a challenge. It takes some time, and so lack of risk-bearing capacity. At the starting, the entrepreneurs may not so bear so much risk. Peer pressure in the industry. Peer pressure in the industry. Yes, peer pressure means, see, in the industry means a group of companies which produce the same type of goods and services as well. See, the members in the companies in the industry may be affected by so one another. If A company takes one type of decision, B company is influenced, is affected by that decision. So there is such kind of a pressure in the industry. Okay, can I?
Can I confront such a pressure? Okay, can I manage such a peer pressure in the industry? Okay, this is a challenge. And yes, fundraising questions. While fundraising, yes, as an entrepreneur. So when you are yes, when you are ready to start a new business, there are questions relating to getting finance. First thing is how much of fund is required. How much fund is required? You have to evaluate. It is based on size of the business and the nature of the business. When should I raise? There are so different stages in the business. From starting to some sustainable stage, there are different stages. Okay, at each stage, how much fund is required? How much, when should I raise? And what are the so different sources for raising the finance? There are different sources which we are going to discuss in this session. And how should I so rank them? How should I so prioritize them so in order to procure the finances? How much equity should I so give? So what is equity? So we are going to discuss next. How much equity capital should be obtained? How should I so give equity so when I am unable to so value my startup? Right? How should I so reach out to so investors? How to meet? How to contact the so investors? What is this so right capital structure? Capital structure means a combination of loans and capital. That means that indicates how much I have to invest as the owner, how much I have to get a loan from outside. Okay, mixing loans and our own investment is known as a capital structure. So what should be the capital structure? Of course, it is different from firm to firm according to the nature and size. So these are the important questions the entrepreneur has to focus. Okay. And so purpose for raising the funds. Okay. Yes. There are so different purposes in every business for which finance is required. The first thing is for a new business. First activity for a new business, what is the first activity? Creation of a prototype. Prototype means a model. Creation of a model, first thing. Suppose when you have a new idea, yes, you want to get that idea into the goods and services, you want to convert your idea into goods and services, then you have to make a model, right? Regarding that product or service, the model may be either physically or virtually, you have to make a model. Why? Because in order to inform the customers, in order to tell the customers and tell the investors and other general public. Model is, see, to create such a model, some fund is required. For product development also. Product development means, see, the process of developing this prototype, developing this model. Product development includes various activities. And so team hiring, quality people, working capital. Working capital means the capital which is required for day-to-day activities, for purchasing materials, paying salaries, wages, paying rents, interests, etc. Right? For all these expenses, working capital is also required. Legal and consulting services. As a new firm, yes, it requires some outside services. Legal, for example, entrepreneurs doesn't know. So how to register? Yes, there are some servicing agencies. They will tell you. They will guide you. So how to register a business? In which form the business is to be registered? Okay. And so what are the legal aspects regarding that, according to Companies Act and other acts? And so managerial services and marketing services, financing services, and so on. So there are so various services. In order to get such services, some remuneration has to be so paid. Entrepreneur has to pay. raw materials, equipment in the initial stage, licenses and certificates. To establish a new business, some licenses have to be so required, right? For example, so business registration certificates, right? Uh, Startup India certificate, Startup India certificate, okay, MSME certificate, micro, small, so medium enterprise, organization their certificate, and a GST certificate like, and export and import bank certificate. If the entrepreneur also wants to export the goods to other countries, he has to get certificate from the central government, right? Pollution Control Board also certificate, likewise, so local government certificate. Like there are n number of certificates which have to be obtained by the entrepreneur before starting this business. See, for getting these services, there are some stamp duty, some fee, and some remuneration, and also marketing and sales for carrying out marketing activities, for conducting the research, for selling these goods, and so office space and admin expenses. See, office and admin expenses, they're paying salaries, etc. See, these are the important reasons or purposes for which finance is required. And sources of now let us get into this actual topic. So what is our topic? Sources of bootstrapping. Very briefly, so listen to me. Bootstrapping. Bootstrapping means the fund or finance which is required for a basic purpose. Basically, initial amount which is invested by the owner is generally known as a bootstrapping. Own investment. Bootstrapping fund is also known as self-funding. We can also call it as self-funding. Okay. So own savings can also be invested in the business. Sometimes the entrepreneur also may get funds from friends, families, family members, etc. Easy to get. So this type of loan is easy to get. So easily, so we can approach the friends and family, so we can get loan. See, regarding interest amount, so there may be some flexibility in bootstrapping. Because friends are our friends, family or family members. Sometimes they don't take interest. Sometimes they may take very less interest. There is a flexibility in interest, amount of interest. And see, generally, so it is suitable for small companies, very small companies, because such a business is required small. In the bootstrapping category, so there is another crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is there. Crowd means a group of people who invest in a startup at a time. Okay, more number of persons investors will invest in the business. While investing in the startup, these crowdfunding people, okay, these crowd will be concentrating on certain parameters like, see, what is the idea of this business? See, investors blindly don't invest in startups. First, they want to have an idea. What is your idea? They can assess whether your idea will be successful in the future or not. And so what is your marketing strategy? What is your financing strategy? What is your business plan actually? What is the executive summary? See, all these parameters can be studied by this crowdfunding team. After that, so yes, generally this bootstrapping or crowdfunding, so this is used at the first stage of investment, at the first stage of entrepreneurship. Okay, and here, so when some group of investors invest their money in the company, the new company started, it can be regarded as the feedback for the prospective investors. crowd funding team will give feedback on the startups because they have already invested in the business. Okay, so it is also an advantage. Another method is startup platforms, incubators, accelerators, grants, Startup India initiative that has been programmed by our central government as well. See, incubators, accelerators, you might have heard these are two terms. So in our college also we have incubator, accelerator. So what does accelerator? See, in our country there are some organizations, accelerator organizations, incubator organizations. So they will provide some finances, advices, and so various aspects for startup businesses. Accelerator means it is an organization that accelerates the growth of the company. Okay, that enhances the growth of the business. So incubator means incubators will incubate the idea. Suppose we have an idea, just so we have generated one idea. That idea has to be incubated, has to be incubated. So hence will incubate the eggs. Hence will incubate the eggs. Finally, chicks will come out. Right, similarly. So incubators will incubate the ideas. And startups will mainly focus on scaling of the business, how to enhance, how to increase. Whereas incubators will focus on innovating the programs, innovating things and services. For example, see, suppose a greenhouse you might have seen and heard. So greenhouse is, see, if a greenhouse is regarded as an accelerator, greenhouse will create a certain type of condition or atmosphere in which the young plants will grow. Okay. So this is known as the acceleration process. Incubation means like seeds which need fertile soil. Okay, in order to sprout, in order to sprout and grow. Okay, so this is a general example for accelerator and incubator. Yes, generally, so this is this incubators, these incubators and accelerators will provide funds for every stage. Okay, generally, in our Telangana state also we have some e-hub, Telangana hub, or else it is also called as a technology hub that has been established in 2004, exactly I don't know. So when E.L. Narasimhan was our governor, so at that time it was established in Hyderabad. See, our IT minister started this one. See, grants are generally given by the state government and the central governments in order to encourage the new entrepreneurs. Grants sometimes may be given at less interest or zero interest, sometimes freely, in order to encourage the entrepreneurs to establish their businesses at underdeveloped areas, like Bihar, etc. See, one more is there, as we discussed, the Startup India initiative that has been recent concept. It is recent program on 16th November, I think 16th November or 16th January in 2016. In 2016, it has been established by our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, right? See, why it has been established? For the purpose with 10,000 rupees course of investment. See, corpus fund. 10,000 rupees corpus fund. Okay, he has been created. So why? In order to empower the startups, in order to empower the entrepreneurs, and also in order to build a robust ecosystem for entrepreneurs. Okay, and also in order to transform our country into a country yes, which creates jobs instead of, yes, okay, for the purpose of creating developing economy. See, our startup initiative or Startup India program is carried out by, there is a development bank that is called IDBI. SIDBI, 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 Small Industrial Industries Development Bank of India. Okay. So this bank will provide service, finances and advisory services to the entrepreneurship. Another type is there, angel investment. Angel investors, venture capitals, and private equity. Angel investors, angel investor, yes, the phrase itself says, title itself says that these investors are angels to the startup. Okay, these are the angels to the startups. Why? Because in the initial stage, these investors, individual investors, these are so generally individual investors will invest in a startup when they believe that the idea will be successful in the future. Okay. Sometimes these angel investors may form as a group, and they can also as a group also, so they can invest so their money in the business. Okay, and also, so these are these angel investors have some experiences. Yes, generally so who are so well off, sound people, so will invest so their money, and so they will provide so mentoring facilities to this business organization, new startup. Okay, at the first stage, for the purpose of mainly, see, they will invest in the business for the exchange of liquidity and its ownership. Okay, so they invest their money. Angel investors will invest their money in the business, and they will get ownership. They don't give as a loan. They will get ownership. They will purchase the shares. Okay, so likewise, there are some, see, and in addition to the capital, so they will also give some advices. So because they invest in different companies, they know so how market is, so what are the strategies to be so made. So they will give so various advices to the so new startups. And also, see, like some business firms in also Google and so Flipkart, so Yahoo, and see, there are some number of companies which have been invested so by these angel investors. There are some individual investors. So in our country, so we have yes, these persons. Next is venture capital. Venture capital means yes. So it is also a investing agencies. Investing agencies. Some group of investors may form as an organization, and it is named as venture capitalist or also venture capital organization. Okay, and see, the people, these venture capital organizations will take so much risks. Okay, so before going to invest their investment in the startup or so business, they will have the ideas regarding the business, whether the business is so based on innovation, whether the new startup is based on innovation, then only so they will invest. Okay. So after investing their money in the business, when the new startup grows to some
Madam, other side 22 last only.
they will generate some returns by disposing of
Madam?
their share in the market. So first they will invest their money in the startup. They will take some share, some ownership. When the business grows to some extent, then they will share their share in the market by way of IPOs, initial public offering. So this is an idea, this is a technique. The people who want to bear so much risk will invest in a new startup by way of venture capital. So they can dispose of their shares, so their equity at a higher price in the market when the business is successful. Of course, at the same time, so there may be loss. If the idea is not successful, if the startup is not successful, they have to bear some risk, some losses. Next is private equity. Private equity means
అదే స్టేట్ 22 రాసుకోండి 2 pages
here.
ఆ
See, this is
Within the state వచ్చేసి
this is the general so the
మీకు
person
అది
who
19
purchase
pages
a
చూడాలి మరి ఉంది ఇక్కడ
public
33
company.
చెప్పినా 34 చెప్పినా
So what is it called as a buyout? Privately, the investors so their money in the company. Such a company is not listed in the stock exchange.
33
Purely, it is a private company. Sometimes maybe purchased public companies may be converted as the private. There is a private investment. And so debt sources. Banks, everybody knows that there are a number of banks, commercial banks and development banks. Banks will supply different types of loans for a short-term purpose and so medium-term so purpose, working capital purposes, asset-based loans. For short-term purpose, term loans, there generally term loans will also be supplied to the bank. Term loans mean loans which are so given for a certain so period in order to acquire so fixed assets, buildings, so furniture, material, etc., machineries, plant, etc. So, term loans may be given for 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 30 years, likewise. There may be working capital, loans for working capital, short-term loans for purchasing so materials, for having, so what is it called, say, current assets, loans for current assets. Okay, and asset-backed loans. Banks will take assets as collateral security by pledging some type of fixed assets in the bank as security, gold, land, buildings, etc. Loans may be taken. Such kind of loans will also be given. There are so many development banks like Industrial Finance Corporation, Industrial Development Bank of India, IDBI, Finance Corporation of India, FCI, and Union Trust of India, LIC, likewise. There are so many banks. Say, and commercial institutions. So these are all development banks. Okay, so here mainly sources are bootstrapping, equity, and startup. Okay. So what is the meaning here? So equity and so debt is there. Now let us discuss next. Okay. So here you see financing decisions. Debt and so equity. Debt means simply loan taken from outside. Equity means amount invested by owners or shareholders. Here the question is, how much is to be invested by the owner? How much is to be taken from outside? Okay. The entrepreneur has to decide. Generally, so there is a standard for if 1 rupee invested by this owner, 2 rupees can be taken from outside. Sometimes in some businesses, 1 rupee is invested by the owner, 1 rupee is taken from outside. When loan is taken from outside, it is not easy. Loan givers don't believe. Right. See, regarding so debt and so equity, yes, debt is a debt doesn't have any management capacity, management rights. Equity has a management right. Debt has a maturity after a certain period. Debt amount has to be repaid after 10 years or 5 years. But whereas equity remains always in the business itself. Equity amount is not to be paid. Every year on debt amount, interest is to be paid. Loan givers have to be paid, so interest. Whereas on equity, no interest is paid, no cost is paid. But debt, interest on loans can be regarded as a tax advantage. There is a tax advantage; it can be deducted from the tax. But whereas, okay, there is no tax amount on dividends which can be distributed among the shareholders. Okay. See, equity. You see, equity means a loss of ownership. Ownership can be diluted, but no regular payment. But in case of debt, no ownership, yes, regularly interest has to be so paid. So what are the sources of so equity? Friends and family and private equity partners, venture. So like so these are okay. So what do investors look for so before investing? Before investing in a business, investors want to know something about that startup. So what do see? Feasibility. What is the possibility of the business to be successful in the future? What is the possibility of an idea to be successful? See, investors who want to know what are the opportunities and threats, SWOT analysis, the strengths and weaknesses of the business, opportunities and threats. What is the scalability? How it will be growing, and how it will be sustaining in the future. Uniqueness, whether the idea is unique, how it can attract the customers, how it can sustain these customers, how it can be competitive in the market. What are the opportunities available for the business? Who are the core team in the business organization? Who is the CEO and the CFO, Chief Financial Officer, and so who are the directors, so board of directors, so all these. So core important persons can be known. Business model. What is the business model? Business concept. So summary regarding business management. So what is the management ideas? What is marketing strategies? Financial strategies? Strategies. Okay, goods and services. Okay, see all these aspects. And the revenue model. How the revenue can be generated in the future. If I invest my money in this business, what would be the cost? What would be the revenue in this? What would be the profit? So how whether the firm will be in a position to sell the goods to the customers, and pricing and cost. What would be the cost of production? What are so different costs in the business? And so what is the what will be the pricing? If business starts, what will be the pricing for the goods and services? Whether that price can be accepted by the customers or not. What is the strategic plan for this startup, the entrepreneur? Strategic plan means a long-term plan so which requires various types of resources. Usage of funds. Okay, how cash will come to the business, how cash will go out from the business, how the funds can be utilized in the business if I invest in the business, how the value can be added. Here we can find the ratio. Okay, how the business firm is going to sell its goods and services at a price which is higher and above the cost of production. 96 by 4. What? Okay, the difference between cost and price is known as the value. The ratio, minimum value we can find. How the value is being added and the exit strategy. After achieving an objective, when the entrepreneur when the investor wants to leave the organization in future, what will be the exit strategy? How investment can be converted into we did not discuss in that. And the ROI finally, return on investment. Return on investment. If I invest my money, suppose 1 lakh, if I invest in the business, what would be the return on my investment? I did not explain that. Whether 10%, 15%, or 5%, what will be? If you require so that is also important aspect. So all these aspects can be focused by prospective investors before going to invest their money. Okay, here you can see for a entrepreneurship, for a new firm, okay, for a young company. So this is the basic stage, seed stage we can say, starting stage. When the idea is generated, okay, when that idea is being transformed into goods and services, this is the seed. This next startup. Next he will start a business. Slowly it grows. Actually, we did not have time for sustainable stage. Sustainable stage. Is it clear? Okay. Where are staying? And see, friends and family. Friends and so family and founders of savings and crowdfunding will supply finances to the seed stage and startup stages, early stages.
How many? Three lines are there.
For
So
early
this is
growth
a
stage, angels will supply.
A,
Yet
B,
early growth
approach.
stage, from
And the other
startup
point
stage
is
to early growth stage
here,
to up
O
to
point.
sustainable stage,
This is a
venture
point.
capitalists
This is a point.
will supply this of funds to
So
them.
already you know this point, and this point.
Okay.
This one you
See,
have to find.
here, pre-revenue. See, this is the from seed
Of
stage
course,
to
according to the
startup
problem,
stage.
if
These
the
two
2
are
points are
pre-revenue.
you
See,
find how
no
to
revenue is
find.
generated during
Only one
these
point is
two
there.
stages
So,
because the firm is
see,
getting
this point is
developed.
divided by this line.
Next two Gs are revenue or profitable stages. So where the profits can be
You not take this line. Okay, na?
okay generated. Ramesh sir, are you online?
Like this you got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean,
Are you taking a screenshot?
yes, sir. Yeah.
Is it better now?
I'm taking
So
it.
here this point is
Okay.
this point is, for example, it might be the
See, how to
equation
approach
one,
investors?
equation two, this is the equation three.
Okay, so
This
when
point
we
is made
start
by
a
using
new business,
one
we want to get
these two
some money.
equations you have to solve to
See,
find the
no
function.
entrepreneur has
Okay, now for example, if you
lot
are
of
made
money.
to find this point also,
Everybody has to
this point
approach
is made
some
by the
investors.
intersection of the
What
two
to
and
do
three.
when we
If
start
it
a
is
new
equal, for
business?
example, outside.
First thing is we have to
this will be the
identify
point.
the
Okay? So two and three
investors, like as we discussed, the angel investors, crowdfunding investors, and venture capitalists, there, our family members, friends, startup India. So there are so different sources, different persons who have to send some emails with our idea, with our business idea.
Okay, good.
Calling technique. Cold calling technique means simply calling them by phone or by social media, meeting them by social media. Can also be called as cold calling. Conducting some events. You can also use a elevator pitch. Elevator pitch means conducting some meeting with prospective investors, right? So in that meeting, giving brief speech regarding your idea, regarding your startup. Okay, this is elevator speech. If investors are satisfied, so they can invest their money in your business. Teaser summary means it is a document. Teaser summary means a document of a brief summary. A document of a brief summary so regarding your goods and services. That can be given to, that can be sent to all the prospective investors. Okay, it is a document. It is a pamphlet or a brochure or something that can be sent to the various investors. Next, after sending this information, conducting meetings, sending documents, then what we have to do? Follow up for a meeting. Okay, then we have to approach them. We have to ask them. We have to get feedback from the investors. Next, so we have to have a business plan, investment discussion. We have to have a business plan. We have to discuss with the investors regarding the activities which you are going to carry out in your business. What is your executive summary? Management summary, management relating aspects. What is your idea? What are your goods and services which you are going to manufacture or produce? What is your market strategy, financial strategy, right? What is your budget? Okay, so all these aspects have to be inserted in this section. Next, we have to use diligence. Due diligence means see, proper care has to be taken. Proper care has to be taken. Okay, comprehensive idea. See, due diligence means having comprehensive approach, comprehensive idea. So regarding the investment required and regarding the prospective investors who are willing to invest their money in your business. This is known as due diligence. Yes, that you have to have. Finally, see, funding agreement. Yes, you have to approach you have to meet the investors who are ready to invest their money in your business. Then you have to have some agreement, some terms. Finally, yes, we are going to complete now. Yes, this is a, see, when you look at this chart, you can understand there are certain business startups which have been established in our countries, which change the face of virtual reality of our country. Flipkart, Ola, Snapdeal, everybody knows all these organizations. Paytm, so Quick, Mart, to go for. See, so generally these are the okay emerging persons who have created these firms. Yes, they have created a crores of value. They have added so much of value to their products. They are the heroes in the economic environment of our country. Okay, so this is just a brief idea regarding. Uh, Thank you very much for all the participants for listening and providing your valuable time for this. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We got a lot of information regarding to what is entrepreneurship and what are the main characteristics and what are the challenges faced by intermediates in respect of at the early stage of starting of a new ventures here and regarding to need of funds and what are the different sources of rising funds, how to convince the investors at the initial stages. It is a very hard task to each and every entrepreneur. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to call Rajeshwari madam to give vote of thanks.
As all good things come to an end in life, so is the webinar. On behalf of Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, I, D. Rajeshwari, take this opportunity to propose vote of thanks to those who have directly and indirectly contributed to this webinar on funding support for early stage of entrepreneurship. At the outset, I thank our chief guest and resource person, Dr. B. Madhusudan Reddy Garu, Head of the Department Management Studies, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. We are really enlightened, sir, with your knowledge and presence. We are thankful to our Dean Academics and R&D, Dr. Sanjeev Srivastava, sir. I'd like to thank our Principal, sir, for his enthusiastic support. A special thanks to the organizing committee and R&D in charge of Management Studies Department, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, Ramesh sir. Teaching staff for their influential support and coordination. Our heartfelt thanks to our students for active participation. With these warm words and a kind message, we move to the end of today's webinar. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So
Thank
can
you, sir.
we? Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks. Yeah, your student just fill the feedback from all of you. Right.